Tim say he's gonna restart. Say I can hear you both now. Yeah. Yeah, they say they can hear us both now. Can barely hear Tim. Hey y'all. Nope. Can't hear you. Technical difficulties. Y'all want to hear me sing while we wait? All right, so here I go. Nah, I can't sing though, y'all, for real. I can't sing, so I'm not gonna sing. I'm just trying to waste time for Tim so he could jump on. And I'm in the dark. Otherwise, I turn my camera on too. I have my blanket and I'm sitting on the sofa waiting on Tim. He's in his studio by his camera. Beatbox. I can't beatbox. How was that for beatbox? My name is Calandra. Most of you know me as Sweetie. It's Calandra. Some people call me Calandra, but it's Calandra. That's how it's pronounced. Tim, I can't. I don't know about your tech. Oh. When I put the computer to sleep, now when I come back in, you are into broadcast mode detected. Check. I'm all in there. I'm good. Alexa, turn on lights on.
Okay.
Say Tim got us looking like CNBC, right? He all fancy with his stuff. I'm gonna jump on. I'm gonna get on camera, y'all. Y'all can see me chilling on the sofa with my throat. I was watching Netflix. Tim's still having technical difficulties, y'all. Hey, everybody. Calandra, do you place trades? No. I'm still learning. I'm in the beginning phases. So I listen to a lot of Tim's tidbits. I have my little one-on-one classes with him. He tells me a lot of stuff, and I only can take just a little bit. So I'm still learning. I do have my Ally account set up, and I do put money into my account. So yes, that's about as far as I go. I haven't placed my first trade yet, though. I will say this though, Tim, he always, he trades, I don't know if you guys know, but he trades on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. So those are his trading days, and then Tuesday and Thursday are his days where he does his sim trading. And then on the days he does sim trading, that's when I kind of look at it, and then he'll come back and tell me bits and pieces about it. But again, only a little bit. I'm still learning. It's a lot to take in for me. I know everybody else may be like, oh, it's good, they can get it with no problem. But for me, it's taking me some time, y'all. And I think I'm pretty smart. I think I can catch on pretty quick. I will say this though. I do work a full-time job, and I'm also a wife and a mom. So one of the things is that I don't have the time. Excuse me. Let me not say I don't have the time. I have yet to figure out how to set the time aside to put a lot into trading. So yeah, and my job is very demanding. Oh, thank you. I try to be supportive, and he's very supportive too. So whatever my dreams are, whatever I work towards, he's very supportive. So we try to support each other. Look, let me tell you, I'm very supportive because first of all, I'm on camera. I hadn't did my hair today. Let me fix my little bun. I ain't did my hair today. I want to work out, trying to get my heart rate up. So Tim, what you gonna do, babe? Okay, I'm coming back in Oh, he said he coming back in now, y'all. Oh, thank y'all for hanging out. There he is.
Check, check, check. Can y'all hear me now? Is my mic coming through now?
I hear you, babe.
Oh, you ain't say nothing.
I'm
What?
sorry. I hear you.
Okay. Check. Sorry about that, y'all, man. I hit sleep. I hit sleep when what's the name? When I was trying to pull up my screen, I hit sleep and then went to sleep. What was the person asking
Hey,
about?
Tracy. What'd you say?
Got us looking like CNBC. Who's that? Somebody funny. Okay, supportive, too amazing. Appreciate that. I heard you out there talking. What you was talking about?
Stuff. Should have been on.
I should have been on.
No, I'm
Okay.
just kidding. We was just
Uh,
talking about trading.
nice to put a face with the voice.
I jump
You
on sometimes on
you
Sundays,
must be
Tracy.
new here.
Yeah, I sometimes on Sundays I jump on. I try to let him have his thing, do his thing.
I'm on the other side now. Now I'm looking away from you. I got to look like this now. I got to look. Let me look this way. Let me put on this side so I ain't looking away from you. Okay. Shout out Travis Scott, man. She new. What's up? What's up, Charles? We on. Oh, that might be my what's name? Backing up. We on YouTube. We on YouTube. Supposed to be doing a Q&A session. I had some technical difficulties, and Calandra was answering questions. Sound like um she was doing the best that she could. All right, I'm back. I'm back. So what's up, Draco? Draco, I'm on YouTube. We supposed to be doing a Q&A session. People's getting to know my sweetie because I was having technical difficulties. Uh, are we gonna have? Are we gonna have any questions? All right, I'm back now. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's your questions? What's your questions? How long we been on here? I done been on here 15 minutes and I ain't answered the question yet. Oh, somebody asked something about a what's the name? What did they ask when I was trying to look at something? Somebody asked me something and I hit the wrong button. Do you? Okay, I see some stuff up here. Let me go back. Only can hear on Instagram. Yeah, I saw it. It was another. It was another one. It was another one before that. What keeps you right here? This one here. What keeps you in the trade when you taking heat? That was the first one I was about to look at. So what keep me in a trade when I'm taking heat? What keeps me in a trade when I'm taking heat is knowing my exit. The most important thing to do before you even take a trade is to know when you're going to get out that trade to the downside and to the profit target. So you should know your stop loss, and you should know your profit target, and you should know where you're going to shave if you got multiple contracts or multiple shares or whatever you trading. You should know all of that. Know your exit before you getting in. So what keeps me in the trade when I'm taking heat is knowing my exit, right? If I know my exit, I know the max risk that I'm willing to take, and it's not as long as it's not at my max risk, I'm good. I mean, long as it's not extended past my max risk, I'm good, and I keep it from being extended past my max risk by always using a stop loss. I used to not trade with a stop loss. Anybody that's on IG, go to YouTube, jump over to YouTube and put your questions. I see some stuff in the chat. I don't know if y'all talking to each other or talking to me, but go to YouTube and put your questions in on YouTube. So that's what keeps me in the trade when I'm taking heat. Hopefully that if that's not clear, just re-ask that. Prismo Productions re-ask the question in a different way if that one clip. Do you do credit spreads on spot? No, I don't do any kind of spreads. I know of doing spreads. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff like credit spreads, debit spreads, the different ways to buy and sell premium, doing like iron condors and all the butterflies and half butterflies. I've heard of that, but that's like way too complex for my mind to handle. So I just basically do like naked calls and naked puts. A lot of people see that as like, more risky, but I'm not a premium seller. I don't even have my account set up to be a premium seller, so I couldn't even do it if I wanted to. But I don't do credit spreads or debit spreads. It's too complex for my mind to think like that. What's next? Shout out Miss Rogers. Beatbox. So I said, how you doing, Miss Rogers? Okay, did you catch the fair value gap around 10:30 today on the NQ? I don't trade. No, I didn't. I don't trade the NQ. I only trade. I watched the NQ and the Dow just to see if we get in divergence, but I didn't. I ain't catch no trade today when it didn't give me a setup to the upside. It didn't give me a setup that I would take to the upside. I was watching the market when it first opened, and then I was waiting for Powell to come out, the Powell information to come out. When the Powell information came out, it skyrocketed to the top side, and once it skyrocketed, it never gave me a setup. The only way I'm gonna take a entry going long, I need the market. I only want to take the entry going long or going short. I want to take it coming out of a liquidity pool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get in the fight in the middle of the road. I want to catch it once it go into the liquidity pool and then go up and then retrace back down. I'm gonna catch it on after it retrace back down. After I pull back, boom, then I'm gonna get back in going long. Same thing if I'm going short. I want it to go up, you know what I'm saying? Break down with force, retrace back up, then I'm gonna catch it there, take it back down. That's how I trade, and it didn't give me my setup, so I just sat out. But I don't trade the NQ, so I wouldn't even caught it. IG question from Boogie with the train. Oh, we broke the highs to the left, like you said. So pull back later, then leaps. Hold on, let me look. I ain't looked at the chart. Let's pull the charts up. Let me pull my chart up and see. That's that screen. Let me pull my chart up and see. Let's go to trading view. So I'm looking for leaps on the SPY. Okay, no, that ain't the how I was looking for. All right, Boogie, it was that Boogie, Boogie the trainer. If you can see my screen, this is the high that I want us to break right here. I want us to come up, break this high, and then pull back down and make a higher low than this. And that right there would be the confirm of the downtrend, that the break of the downtrend, right? I'm not trying to be the first one to the party to get back into my leaps. And then I'm looking for I'm sorry, I'm looking around the phone trying to find like my trying to find my drawing stuff. Where's my arrows? Well, I can't find. There it is right there. I'm tripping. Okay, so what I want, right? I want us to come from here where we are, and I want to come up and break this, right? I want to break this. Preferably, you see this fair value gap right here in between these 2 days here, this green candle here to this red candle here. There's a fair value gap right there, right? I want to come up into that gap. It can be off the bottom of the gap. It can be the top of the gap. I don't care. I want to come up to that gap, right? Then I want to come back down and make a new high anywhere above this. I don't care if it's there. I don't care if it's there. I don't care if it's right there. I want to make a new high, right? Make a new high, and then I want to start going back up. When we start going back up, this is where I'm gonna be trying to get in on this leg right here. That's the leg I'm trying to get in on for my leaps. So I want to go up. This is the high that I want to break because that's the swing high. See what I'm saying? We got a swing high. Well, we had a swing high back here, swing low, right? We came over here, we made a swing high, swing low, swing high. This just consolidation. So in my mind, I'm treating this all as one swing high because it's like equal tops. You know what I'm saying? We got what they call that, a double top. We got a double top right there. So I'm just treating that as one swing high in my mind, right? And then so we made a swing high, then we made a lower swing low right there. This swing low right here is lower than this. So the downtrend is confirmed. You got a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low. See what I'm saying? So now I want to come back and I want to break this swing high right here, right? So that'll be a higher high from here. And then I want to come back down and make a higher low. That'll be a higher low from there. So that'll be like a break in the downtrend. That's to be the break off the downtrend. And once we make that higher low, I'm getting my swing, my leaps on this leg back up. That's when I'm looking to get my leaps. Like I say, I don't care where this low is, but long as we break this high, close above this high right here, you know what I'm saying? And then come back down and make a higher low. It can be up here, down there, as close as you want to get to that, long as it's a higher low. Hopefully I answered that properly. If I didn't, ask it again. How do you identify liquidity on the chart? Okay, the way I identify liquidity on the chart, right? Let me get out of draw mode. All right, identifying liquidity on the chart. Okay, these are daily candles, right? We're looking at daily candles here. Let me reset this. We're looking at daily candles. I probably should put this on the other side so it don't look like I'm looking away from the screen. Let me see if I can put it on this. Oh, I can't put it on that side because I need that screen. I look at what I'm showing y'all. All right, let me set it up and then I look at what I'm showing y'all. All right, so here we go. The way I identify liquidity on the chart, we're going to use these daily candles, for example, but we can use it. This is fractal. It'll break down to any time frame you want, right? Okay, so what you want to do when you're trying to identify liquidity, you want to identify places where the market is going to go to get the money. Like what happens when it goes into liquidity? It's running buy stops. If it go up into liquidity, it's running buy stops. If it run down into liquidity, it's running sell stops. And what that mean is it's stopping people out at market orders. You know what I'm saying? It's going down and it's stopping people out at market orders. So when you looking at like where is it trying to go, right? So you just look at a spot where it's like some relatively equal highs that haven't been rated, or you can look for equal lows that haven't been rated, and you look for like the what term, like extreme, like the extents of the move, like the edges. Like for example, right, looking right here, you see how up here this is the top of the move and this is the bottom of the move right there. So above the top and the bottom of the move, right, it's going to be some liquidity there. You dig? It's going to be some liquidity above this right here, because this was the top of this down move right here. So it's a lot of people that has their can I do text on here? Text. No, I can't. I got it. I can't do it. I can do it. So it's a lot of people that's got buy stops above this right here, because that was the top of this down move right there. You see what I'm saying? And then to the other side of that, right? Right here, there was a lot of people who had sell stops. There's a lot of people who had sell stops below this right here, because this was the bottom of this move. See, we came down and we wicked up, because before they ran the sell stops up under this, because before the liquidity was resting up under these lows here. And you notice when we sold down under these lows right here, and it's like these lows too, but when we sold down under these lows, let me stretch it out a little bit so y'all can see it better. When we sold down under these lows over here, it, and baby, let me know if I put the mouse on the wrong screen, because sometimes I be putting the mouse over here like this and talking. See how you can't see the mouse right now? I be putting the mouse over there and I be having it on the wrong screen. But you heard me? Okay, so when we ran up under these lows right here, you see how we wicked up off it that day? That day we wicked up off it because we ran liquidity below these lows, right? So now everybody, when we came up and started consolidating here and running up, a lot of people had their sell stops below this low. So the liquidity was resting on a daily level. The liquidity was resting under here. So when we came up here and we did this double top, where was the market going to all the stops they done ran, all the people that's going short, the people who was going short from up here, where's the most liquidity for them to get? Down here up under these. All the people who felt like, oh, I missed the move up here and the market rebound and came back up and got close to this fair value gap, and they say I'm going short here and the market's selling back down. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get down to this point down here. So when the market sold back down and it went below this line here, look how we rocketed back up. It's like we didn't even really go down that day. Once we got down into that liquidity pool on a daily move, we rocketed back up. You know what I'm saying? Because we soaked up all that liquidity. So when you're looking for liquidity, you just really want to look for the extents. I don't know if extent's the right word. You want to look at the beginning and the end of the move. And if the market hasn't made it there yet, you know what I'm saying? You wanna like keep that same bias until the market makes it to that other end of the move. And like right now, we in the middle of the road. See, we in between this low and this high. So we're in the middle of the road right now. So that's why I ain't trying to do no swings or nothing right now, because we in the, I don't know if, are we gonna come down? Are we gonna bounce off this? I'm getting into other stuff right now. That's how you identify the liquidity. I'm sorry. Okay. We got anything else? Do you prefer uh do you prefer to swing or day trade given market conditions lately? I'm a swing trader. I always prefer to swing trade no matter what the market conditions are. But right now, I'm in all cash. I posted an Instagram thing of my real account showing that I'm in all cash. I had the money blanked out because y'all don't need to be in my business like that. But I just to show you that I'm in all cash, and I will day trade futures and day trade options because the market's so volatile right now, and I ain't trying to get into no swings. So if I get a setup, I'll day trade, but I prefer to swing trade. I'm not a day trader. I prefer to swing trade, but I will day trade. True, you able to take a glance at it when you get a chance on the 3 minute. What? Hold on, let me see. True, you able to take a glance at it when you get a chance on 3 minute. Saw an upside entry around 10:30 and a downside entry around 3. Just making sure I'm looking at it right on the NQ. Okay, let me look at it. I don't even look at the NQ, but I look at it. I mean, I don't trade the NQ, but I look at it. You say the NQ? Let me pull up my Ninja Trader. Let me pull up Ninja Trader because I can like navigate through it a little bit quicker than when I'm dropping down to lower time frames. I can navigate through Ninja Trader quicker than I can navigate through TradingView. I'm more used to the platform for navigate. What's up, Jeff? Jump over to on YouTube, Jeff, if you want to see the screen or if you want to ask a question. I see you popped in there. I don't know if you're still in there, but jump over there if you want to see the screen or ask a question. I'm just doing a Q&A session on YouTube. Let me pull this up. Boom. All right, so you said the NQ. Let's look at the NQ. Let's look at the NQ. And what time you said? 10:30 to a downside. Okay, NQ 10:30. You see on the 3 minute. Okay, 3 minute. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at it on the. I like to look at it on the 15 minute first. At least the 15 minute. Let me just go from the top. Let me go from the top the way I do it, and then I'll break it down and look at it. Let's put a let me put a box around the day so I won't be getting lost. All right. All right. 3, 2. I'm just gonna circle around 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go from 9 o'clock, and then I'll just go. I go from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Okay. That's cool. 9:30. That worked for me. Okay, this just helped me not get lost when I'm jumping between the time frames. Okay, so I got it on the 60 minute. All right, this at 9:30 in the morning. So we came up here, made a high, dropped down, and then around 11 o'clock we dropped down. So you talking around this area right here on this red candle here. All right, so at 9:30 it would have, at 10 o'clock it would have looked like that. Boom. All right, so drop down to the 15 minute. All right, are these 15-minute candles? Yep, those 15-minute candles. They just look big. All right, so, and then, all right, got it. You said 3 minutes. On the 3 minute, around 10:30. Let's look here. Okay, so here we go. Around 10:30. All right, we're going to come to 10:15. All right, so around 10 o'clock, we made a swing high here. We dropped down. Technically, that's a swing low there. We came up. We made a swing high here. We right here at 10:30. We broke this with authority. Yes, we broke this with authority. Right? So dig it. Right? We came down. You know what I'm saying? We broke this swing low here. We broke this swing low here. Right? That's 2 swing lows we done broke. So we in some liquidity. Right? That's in some liquidity. Like this one right here is the main one you want to be looking at, because this is the latest lows that hadn't been violated. You know what I'm saying? Because these lows right here never violated these lows, and it never violated these lows. But when you drop down here, you violated all of those lows. You see what I'm saying? You violate. Now you're in the liquidity pool now. So you're in the liquidity pool. So once you get into the liquidity pool, right, you made a swing high, right? You made a swing low, swing high, right? And then you bust up and you broke this swing high with authority. Once you broke it with authority, the very next candle, you made a fair value gap. That's the liquidity run reversal setup. That's my setup that I like to trade. And then this candle, let me see, this candle, this candle, this candle, that candle, that candle, that candle. All of those candles was in that fair value gap and could have taken you to the top. Either candle that you picked that up on, if you'd have got picked up on any of these, you wouldn't have got stopped out, because your stop loss would have been down here. Can you see that with the question? Is that question blocking that, baby? The bottom of them candles, don't worry about it. I'll move it up. Right? Your stop loss would have been down here. So you wouldn't have got stopped out. So yes, you saw that correctly as far as that that entry to the top side on the NQ. And then you said something, what was the other time? No, the other one. It was the second one. Pop the question back up. And an entry to the downside around 3. Okay. Let's look at around 3. Now I don't see nothing I would have took at around 3 o'clock. Now you got that one perfect at 10:30 for something that I would take. But around this time right here, I ain't seeing nothing that I would take to the downside. And the reason why I ain't seeing nothing I would take to the downside is because, let me see. Let me see here. We would need to, let me see what we would need to break before I take it to the downside. All right. Okay, so we came over here and we tapped these highs. We broke these highs. We ain't really bust them, but we broke them. You know what I'm saying? We broke these highs right over here. I'm happy about that. So once we broke them highs, that's on this 230 candle. So we hit them highs on the 230 candle. So let me drop back down on the 3-minute and look at that. So at the 230 candle, when we broke them highs, right? So we coming down here. We broke, okay, yeah, we broke the highs there, and then we traded up. Like it's a, yeah, it's one right here that you would have like nah, not really. That's just a fair value gap because this the candle right here. That's the candle that broke it, right? So once you broke it, we haven't made, that's a fair value gap, but it's not my setup because we ain't made no swing lows and swing highs yet. Right here, it is a fair value gap there that's showing that it kind of want to go down, but if you try to take that to the downside, you eventually would have got stopped out here because your stop loss would have been above this. Depending on how much of a stop you put, you probably would have got stopped out right over here on this candle right here or that candle. But that's not my setup because once we broke them highs, then I need for it to form a swing high, form a swing low, and then break one of them with some authority. So it didn't give my particular setup at the end. It did have a fair value gap right there, showing that you could have taken it to the downside. That could have been like a short little scalp here if you wanted to take it short and protect your profits after it started coming back up. But it wasn't my setup. So you seeing the gaps and you seeing the moves really good, I believe. Who that was? Big B. Thanks to me, Tim. Come on, mouse. Oh, that's me. Y'all know I can't read. I'm still bearish until the high's broken. Yeah. Until the high, you like when you got your this just me personally. Y'all see at the bottom, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a fiduciary. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. Do your own research. Investing involves considerable risk, and you should always consult a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. But we my personally, if I got a daily bias or like a long-term bias, like a weekly bias, right now I'm bearish. Why am I bearish? Because the market is in a downtrend. The market is still in a confirmed downtrend. Until the market breaks the downtrend, I'm going to be, I'm going to be bearish on the market. Now, will there be green days? Will there be days I go long during a bearish market? Yes, just like in a bullish market, there's going to be days you may go through a week of may have a bearish week during a bullish market. We'd have been like in a bullish market ever since, what was it, like April or June 2020. You know what I'm saying? We just now went into, you know what I'm saying, a bearish trend since like it was either April or May 2020. We was in, but it was plenty times of bearish, you know what I'm saying, weeks during this long bull market. You see what I'm saying? So until we break the trend, in the mindset of the trend. I'm not bullish until we break the trend. Ain't no problem, Boogie the Trainer. I hope I explained it good. Which spy leaps you looking at? For my 2-year leaps, I'm looking for 5% out the money wherever we at the time when I get my entry. If we let's see what the spy at right now. So the way I do my 2-year leaps, right now the spy is, let's just say 438. Right now the spy trading at 438. If we come up, let's say we come up here, we break this this swing high right here, and let's say we get back up to this fair value gap, let's say at 450. Let's say we go up to 450, and then we come back down and we establish a higher low at 438, right? When we get ready to start going back up, just say we at 440 when we establish a new high. If we make a new high, let's just say we establish a higher low at 438. 438 plus 5%. I'll be looking at getting a 460 call for 2024. That's I'll be looking at 5% out the money for my 2-year leaps, right? Anything shorter than that, I'm looking at from a 1 year, I'll probably get 2%, and anything under that, I'm gonna get 1% out the money. Because after doing all my research, out the money yield me better returns with a good entry than anything else. Do you look at any other leagues besides the SPY? Besides the SPY, I might look at XLK. I like tech, but I'm not looking at XLK for anything this year until like the summertime. After I see what it do with this April run up, and then we usually get like a early summer pullback on tech, and then once I see what we do with April, and then our summer pullback, then I'll start looking at leaps on XLK. But other than that, SPY. Losing money. Losing money made me. I'm sorry. If not, what made you focus on one? Losing money made me focus on one thing. But I do like tech, and tech is like the biggest holding in the SPY, so it fit along with my trading style. I trade futures on NinjaTrader. Ninja Trader is a little antiquated, if that's the word I'm looking for. They old school. They don't offer like a mobile app. They not really user friendly as far as like being able to trade. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to swing like micros on there, your computer got to stay connected. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be up the whole time. Now, shout out Lex. She like trading futures through TradingView. And let me show you, like if you go to TradingView down here at the bottom, hide that question real quick, baby. Down here at the bottom, move this ad. You see it say trading panel, right? If you look in the trading panel, these are all the different trading platforms you can connect to trading. Like I got a TradeStation account. I could connect my TradeStation account to TradingView and trade futures through TradingView because they offer the trade futures. I got an Ally account, but if I connect my Ally account to TradingView, I can only like buy and sell stock shares. I can't trade options. I can't trade futures. But if I go to Ally themselves, I can trade options. You see what I'm saying? So, but Tradeovate, shout out Lex. She say she like Tradeovate. She used Tradeovate and she used TradingView to trade futures. I'm not sure what Tradeovate charges as far as for contracts. It's got to be better than NinjaTrader, either equal or better, because she left NinjaTrader to go to Tradeovate. But I know TradingView, they charge I think $4 a month for their data, and NinjaTrader charges $12 a month for their data. And NinjaTrader, you got to pay $1,000 one time, $1,000 for the software, to buy the software, and then after that you don't have to pay that no more. But TradingView is $4 a month for their data. Will you be doing Q&A every? No, I won't be doing Q&A every Wednesday unless y'all want it. If y'all want it, if it turns into a thing and y'all want to do this, then we'll be able to do it. But as of now, I don't have plans to. What did I say? Yes, sir. I'm going to get some short calls to play a little to the upticks, but yeah. It's like you can always play short, because it's during a downtrend. It's gonna be bullish weeks during a downtrend. So it just get the right entry. If it's showing you on a daily chart that you can swing for swing, I just ain't getting no leaps until we break the downtrend. This joint better than market. We ain't gonna start that. Still trying to be neck deep in it. I ain't fooling with you, man. You know Lex frugal. Yes, she is. Yes, Lex does sold her Tesla and everything. She should have sold a Tesla to me. What do you do to help your emotional side when it comes to bad trades? I listen to let me IG, I'm finna get off here. Y'all, nah, I stay on that. I listen to the let me show you. I got a folder for that. This is my favorite. I always mess up the name. That's why I got to go in here and show you. I mess up the name of the book. I listen to oh, sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I do better. Um, where's my folder? I can't even find I can't remember where I put my folder. Is it in downloads? Everything look weird. No, it's not what it's like the mental game of trading. I always mess up the name. The mental game of trading. There it is right there. The mental game of trading. That's my favorite book to listen to help me with like the mindset of trading. This book right here. This is my favorite book to listen to help me with the mindset of trading, the mental game of trading. That book right there is what like kept me from giving up trading after losing a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? I never blown account, but I done lost a good bit of money. And that book right there is the one that really helped me. Um, and it's another trading in the zone is another good one. I got like 5 books that I really like. Uh, but this is my favorite. I don't want to mess the names up, so I'm gonna get the names for y'all real quick. Okay, so the books I like to read. As soon as I pulled it up, Mental Game of Trading is the one that's playing. um, Trading for a living, trading in the zone, Mental Game of Trading, and what would the Rockefellers do? Those right there are like my favorite books um, to read. But mental the mental game, the Mental Game of Trading is by far my favorite. I saw something else, baby. There you go, right there. That's the one I saw. Can you explain margin for futures? Okay, the simplest way to understand margin for futures is to look at it as a good faith money. Like if you ever bought a house, if you ever bought a house, right, then you know you got to put down earnest money. You got to put down earnest money. Show good faith that I'm really gonna go into this. So it like margin for futures is just earnest money. Because like the difference between margin for futures and the margin for stocks and options is that margin for stocks and options and crypto, you're borrowing money from the broker to buy a position, right? Let me say that again. Margin for futures, stocks, and crypto, you're borrowing money from the broker to buy a position. Margin for futures is you're giving them a percentage of what the position costs to let you control those shares or barrels or whatever. So just like when you buy options, you pay a premium to control the stock. You don't own it. For futures, you're giving a percentage of the total cost to control those shares. And then you have a day rate, you have day margin, which is a smaller percentage of the initial margin that brokers let you go into the position for. And places like Ninja Trader and Tradeovate and a bunch of other places, they are what they call discount brokers, where they have a cheaper amount for you to go into it. For example, TradingView, a platform, I mean TradeStation, a platform that I use, right? Their day rate is 25% of the initial margin of the position. So whatever the initial margin of the position is, you got to put up 25% of that to go into that position, right? That's the initial margin. Initial margin is how much you need to have in your account to be able to trade that position, right? And then but Ninja Trader and Tradeovate and places like that, depending on what the instrument is, you may be able to get in there by only putting up $500 a day trading margin for an ES, or $50 day trading margin for the MES. So they give you a discounted rate to get into trading futures. So that's the difference between, I mean, that's what margin for futures is. It's a down payment or earnest money so that you can go into the position and get into the trade. Hope if I didn't explain that right, just ask it again, and I'll do my best to clear it up. Have you gone over your daily, weekly bias, but looking at the upcoming week? For example, this week we shot down and has since been coming up each day. Until we break the downtrend, I'm biased on the, I mean, I'm bearish on the SPY until we break the downtrend. Now, there will be up days. You know what I'm saying? There will be up days, there will be up weeks. But until we break the downtrend, overall, I'm bearish on the SPY. You see what I'm saying? It's like, meaning I ain't got a whole lot of faith in no up moves until we break this downtrend. And I'm hoping we getting ready to break it. And the reason why I'm hoping we getting ready to break it is because we done got all of the inflation stuff out of the way. We done got all of the we know right as of now it's gonna be 0.25% in March for the rate hikes. We know that Russia and Ukraine are at war. We know inflation is high. The market know all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the market just really, I feel like the market's showing you, I want to go up, but I need a catalyst to take me up. We don't have no catalyst to take us up right now. We got a whole bunch of catalysts that brought us down, and now we just going sideways. If we, like looking at the chart, let's look at the chart again. Looking at the chart, get out my way. That's what I want, right? Looking at the chart, look at that. We just going sideways. Let me get a rectangle. Here we go right here. It's a big little area that we going in. You feel me? It's a big area that we going in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave out the little outliers here. But look at that. We just going straight to the side. You see what I'm saying? From here, when we dropped down here, once we broke these little lows right here, we fell all the way down here. We came back up there. We came back up, did a double top. We fell down, bust below this right here, right? Now, I'm hoping this bust below right here, and see how far, yeah, I'm pointing the right screen. You see how far back? Let me put my arrow on. I mean, my crosshairs. You see how far back we went? I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me put a line on there. Make the line. Okay, y'all, can y'all see that line? Yeah, you can see that line. But you see how far back we went? The lows we went back to, we went all the way back to, what date is that? Get out the way, ad. We went all the way back to May the 20th. We went back, we went back to the close of May 19th, 2021. So from right there, when we opened up this day, we had erased everything that the SPY had done since May 19th, 2021. So now that we done went that low into liquidity, I'm hoping we go ahead and bust through this 200-day moving average, get out the way 200-day, go up here, break this, swing high right here, then come back down and make a higher high. That's what I'm hoping the SPY go ahead and do. But I'm bearish until we do that. How do you set realistic weekly goals? I set realistic weekly goals by looking at the previous week. by looking at the previous week. Um, okay, so these are weekly candles. I just swapped it over to weekly candles, right? So when I'm looking at setting weekly goals, this is what I do, right? So here we go. This is the bottom of last week, right? This is the top of last week, right? So right now we flirting with the top of last week. We don't look like we want to go down here to the bottom of last week. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look at the next week right there. I'm looking to there, hoping that we get back to that. On this is where I want us to go, be it this week or next week, because we already took out last week's high this week. You see what I'm saying? So next week, I'm hoping we keep going and take out this week's high. Because next week, once we start, I'm going to be looking to see if we break this week's high or this week's low. So that's what, you know what I'm saying? So like, since I'm bearish, I'm going to really be looking, okay, are we coming to take out this low or are we still moving higher? You see what I'm saying? So you just look at the previous week to determine a realistic goal, right? A realistic goal for this week was this week's high right here. And boom, if that was your target, you already got that. Now you can start thinking about next week and be like, through next week, I want to come up here. But at the same time, remember, we still in the downtrend and always be watching for us to go back down. But like I say, we got all of the bad news out of the way. So we should be trying, I want us to be trying to end this downtrend now. I'm ready for us to start ending this down because we got all the bad news out of the way. But that's how I set my weekly goals, realistic goals, by looking at what happened last week. Is the difference in trading futures and trading options the same thing? What is the difference in trading futures and trading options the same thing? I don't know what you're asking, Tim Dog. Are you asking, is there a difference in it? Help me out with that. Help me out with that. Reword that for me. 4,200 to 4,500 stuck. Yeah, trading sideways. Yep, that's stuck. That's all we've been doing. Stuck trading sideways. Trading in a range. Some people call it trading in the range. What is the difference? Okay, click that next one, baby. What is the difference in trading futures and trading options? The main difference is like is you don't have Greeks. You don't have Greeks in futures. Futures is a set standard for each instrument. They have a set standard of what each instrument pays, right? And you have producers, manufacturers, and people that purchase certain items. They use futures as a hedge against like uncertain market times. So what they'll do is like in futures they expire every 3 months, right? So just say if they think this gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a bad summer, you know what I'm saying, for orange crops, whenever oranges grow, this gonna be a bad winter for oranges, you know what I'm saying. So they lock in the price in June, you know what I'm saying? Why it's plenty oranges out there and the price is low. They lock in the prices now using futures that's gonna expire in December. You know what I'm saying? They lock in the price now using futures that's gonna expire in December. And then when December come up, you know what I'm saying, they get their oranges at that price that they set. They ain't got to worry about no theta. They ain't got to worry about no, you know what I'm saying, no none of the Greeks. It's a set price on the futures. And then another difference is like futures, you have to be right immediately. Immediately. You got to be directionally right immediately, because if you directionally wrong, you will get punched all the way in your mouth if you doing short-term future, like short-term futures trades, like day trading. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you swinging it or if you hedging for a long period of time, you got enough money to, like, what I'm saying, swing futures contracts 3 months out, it's kind of like options without the delta and the theta and the gamma and all of that right there. So the main difference is the Greeks and the options, the price vary. The price gonna vary, the premium gonna vary, but with futures, the premium, I mean the cost for that instrument don't vary. It's a set cost. You mentioned you and Lex going to be on Supplemental Sunday. What will you guys be discussing? Futures. Yeah. AJ reached out to Lex and asked if we can do something on futures. So we gonna be doing, and it's crazy. It surprised me that she asked us because when this Sunday, when I went back and looked at Sunday videos, somebody had started talking about futures. But one thing I did notice on the Supplemental Sundays, they like to get different cousins to talk about the same topics to get like a different point of view on it. So that's probably why she reached out to us to do it, because they moving into talking about futures. Because y'all know day trading and short-term trading really ain't the come up series style, but I guess they trying to cover the entire spectrum for the cousins and try to do it for the free 99. Ain't no problem, Tim Dog. Hopefully I explained it good. Um, I think that's it, man. I think that's it. I don't see no more questions. Um, Anybody that's still on IG, if y'all want to go back and rewatch it on YouTube, it'll be on my YouTube channel. In the I'm gonna put it in the it's gonna be in the lunchtime lessons folder. I'm putting it in the lunchtime lesson folder. And yeah, do me a favor, y'all that's on YouTube, hit the like button and share this with people, because I've learned that on YouTube, if people like it and if people comment, then YouTube show it to other people. So we want to get as many cousins as we can to see this stuff for the free 99. We don't want nobody taking advantage of our family, man. We don't want nobody taking advantage of our family. You live trading tomorrow? No, tomorrow Thursday. It's tomorrow Thursday? Nah, tomorrow Thursday. I'm not live trading. I don't live trade on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I watch the market and I will sim trade, but I don't live trade on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Even if I don't get a trade Monday or Wednesday, I still don't live trade on Tuesday and Thursday. That's my rule. All right. I think that's it, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. We done been on here over an hour. I ain't gonna hold y'all no more, man. Let you get to your families, get to your dinner. But like I say, mash the like button. Share it with the cousins. Anybody that's still on IG, jump you welcome to go over to YouTube and rewatch it so you can see the screens. You can see any questions that you missed. The beginning was a little wonky. I reset something on my computer, but my sweetie held me down. She was in there talking to the cousins. So till the next time, man, y'all know what it is. I'm gone. Yep. And you too on YouTube. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm gone. Yep.